Hello everyone, welcome back to All My Yum's Kitchen. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you how to make this super smoky beef jollof rice. This recipe is one that you need, especially coming up to Christmas. You can make this as a side dish. It is extremely delicious and flavorful. Please consider subscribing to my channel, leave me a comment, and do not forget to hit the like button. So let's get right into it. For this recipe, you're going to be needing 2 fresh tomatoes, 2 red bell peppers, 1 small onion, a chunk of ginger, and 1 Scotch bonnet. You're going to wash all your peppers and place them in a blender. Add a bit of water and give it a blend until it is smooth. Next, you're going to place your blended pepper into a pan and you're going to boil that. This step is very important to reduce the sourness and also for some of the moisture to evaporate. And while your pepper is boiling on one side, I'm going to prep other ingredients. So I'm slicing some onions. This onion is going to be going into my beef like this. So here's my beef. I've placed my beef in a pan. Season that with whatever you season your beef with. I seasoned mine with some curry, some thyme, some bouillon cube, and some salt. I'm going to leave the list of all the ingredients in the description box below, so do not worry. So I'm going to mix everything together to make sure that the seasoning is well distributed. Cover it and allow it to cook for about 10 minutes. At this point, if you notice, I haven't added any water because the beef is going to bring out its own juice. Next, I went to check on our pepper, and at this point I decided to place my splatter guard on that. This is going to allow the water to evaporate quicker. If you don't have a splatter guard, just leave it open at this point. 10 minutes into cooking of the beef, it has brought out some moisture, so I added some extra water into this to give me more stock. So I covered it again and boiled for another 10 minutes. So after about 10 minutes again, this is what we have. So you're going to be taking the beef out of the stock and keep the stock aside. Next, you're going to be adding some oil into a frying pan and you're going to be frying your boiled beef in that oil lightly. You're doing this to firm up the beef a little bit so that it's not too soft, and also to infuse some of the flavor from that beef into that oil. So after you fried your beef lightly, you're going to separate it from the oil. Please do not throw the oil away. You're going to be needing it for your jollof rice. Our pepper is nice and ready now. It's more of a paste now, which is what we aim to achieve. I decided to strain some of the particles out of that oil, but you may go ahead to use it together, but I just wanted to strain mine. Next, I added that oil into another pan. Next, I added 1 bay leaf into the oil, some diced onion, and some tomato puree. And you're going to fry this over low to medium heat for about 3 to 5 minutes or until it separates like this. Cooking is about flavor building and these steps are really important, so do not rush it. Next, you're going to come in with a blended pepper and you're going to mix everything together like I'm doing. You're going to fry it again for about 3 to 4 minutes, making sure you're constantly stirring it around because it can begin to burn at this point because there is not so much moisture left in it. After frying it for about 3 to 4 minutes, you're going to come in with your stock. Because the stock is not enough to boil my rice, I added in some plain water. Next, I added my curry powder, my thyme, some seasoning powder, and some salt. Do not worry, the full list of ingredients is in the description box below. Oh my. Next, you're going to cover your pan and you're going to gently bring it to a boil on medium heat. Why not try oh my? Once your pan has come to a boil, you're going to be adding in your washed rice. I'm making use of golden Sela basmati rice. I love this rice in making jollof rice. You can make use of whatever rice that you prefer, but this is my preference and it works and turns out well all the time. You're going to give your pan a cover and you're going to turn your heat to low heat at this point and you're going to gently steam your jollof rice. After steaming my rice for about 15 minutes, I came in with my fried beef. I'm adding it now because I wanted to take on some of the flavor and juice from the rice. So I left it to cook for another 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes you're going to cover the surface of your pan with the foil paper, making sure that the foil paper is touching the rice because you don't want any extra water in your rice, and then you're going to place your cover on it. At this point, you're going to turn your heat to very high heat and cook your rice with the foil on for another 5 minutes, making 25 minutes in total. This is how long it requires to cook my rice, and after 25 minutes cooking this rice all together, this is what we have. Smoky jollof rice with beef bites. This is absolutely delicious. Like I said earlier, you can have this as a side on your Christmas table. You can make it a day in advance or even few days in advance. Just make sure that after cooking, you allow it to cool down completely and store it in a airtight container and keep in the freezer. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Leave me a comment and I will appreciate if you give me a like as well. Do not forget to check the description box below for the list of ingredients and measurement. And if you follow this step by step, I promise you, your jollof rice is going to taste super delicious. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video and I will be seeing you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.